Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Mohanam. So we have Jammu and Kashmir, West Bengal, and soon Andhra Pradesh. Okay, let's start with chanting. Hare Krishna, Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prasадine Nirvishesha Shanmati Paschati Vishnu. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Shri Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, 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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So we'll discuss 14.21. Before that, we'll discuss 10.7, but because 10.7 came up. So 10.7 is, okay, I'll wait for Shantapriya Mataji to complete her round. By the time everyone can go through 10.7 individually. Yeah. Okay. Mm. Very sorry. Hare Krishna. Etam vibhuti yogam cha
एतां विभूतियोगं च
mamyo vetti tattvata
Mamayo Vedi Tatvata
so avikalpena yogena
सो
So
अविकल्पेन योगेन
Yogena
yujyate natra sanshaya.
युज्यते नात्र
Yujyata Prasanche
Etam vibhuti yogam cha
एतां
Etam Vibhuti Yogam Jaya
mamyo vetti tattvata
Mamayo Vedi Tatvata
so so avikalpena yogena
सो
So Avikalpena Yogena
yujyate natra sanshaya.
युज्यते
Yujyate Natra Sanshaya
Etam vibhuti yogam cha
Etam Vibhuti Yogam Cha
mamyo vetti tattvata
Mamayo Vedi Tatvata
so avikalpena yogena
So Avikalpena Yogena
yujyate natra sanshaya.
Yujyate Natra Sanshaya
So chapter 10 of Bhagavad Gita is the opulence of the absolute. So one who understands how one who understands Krishna's opulence, one is factually convinced of this opulence Vibhuti and mystic power of mind engages in unalloyed devotional service. Of this, there is no doubt. So those who are not engaged, they don't know how great is Krishna. They are in ignorance. Purport by His Divine Grace Srila Abhay Charanaran, Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The highest summit of spiritual perfection is knowledge of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Unless one is firmly convinced of the different opulences of the Supreme Lord, he cannot engage in devotional service. Generally, people know that God is great, but they do not know in detail how God is great. Then, folks, they do not know in detail how God is great. Here are the details. If one knows factually how God is great, then naturally he becomes a surrendered soul and engages himself in the devotional service of the Lord. When one factually knows the opulence of the Supreme, there is no alternative but to surrender to Him. This factual knowledge can be known from the descriptions in the Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and similar literatures. In this world also, we get attracted or inspired by somebody if somebody is having something special. So Krishna, everything is special in relation to Krishna. Okay. Here somebody is materially attractive or educated or having some fame. We like that person. Krishna has everything in full. He's most beautiful, most knowledgeable, he's the wealthiest, most powerful, most famous, and the best renunciant. That's why Krishna is known as Bhagavan. So Srila Vedvyas father Parashramuni has given the definition of Bhagavan, like Dhanvan, Balvan, Bhagavan. So Bhagavan, who is full in 6 opulences, Shad Aishwaryam Purna, beauty, knowledge, wealth, fame, power, and renunciation. In the administration of this universe, there are many demigods distributed throughout the planetary system, and the chief of them are Brahma, Lord Shiva, and the 4 great Kumaras and other patriarchs. There are many forefathers of the population of the universe, and all of them are born of the Supreme Lord Krishna. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is the original forefather of all forefathers. So sometimes people, this is not dummy God. This is demigod, divine empowered missionaries. People have this quite demigod. We are not saying dummies. It means divine empowered missionaries of Krishna. So, Etaschansha Kala Punsam Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. This is a statement from Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Brahma Sameta Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karma Karanam. Krishna is Parameshwara, the Supreme Controller. Bhagavad Gita 14.4 Sarva Yoni Shukontya Aham Bij Pradapita, the seed giving father of all living entities. 10.8 Aham Sarvasya Prabhava Matta Sarvam Pravartate Iti Matva Bhajante Mam Buddha Bhasavan. So Krishna is the source. There are some of the opulences of the Supreme Lord. These are just prior to 10.1 to 10.6 opulences are described. When one is firmly convinced of them, he accepts Krishna with great faith and without any doubt. And he engages in devotional service. All this particular knowledge is required in order to increase one's interest in the loving devotional service of the Lord. One should not neglect to understand fully how great Krishna is. For by knowing the greatness of Krishna, one will be able to fix in sincere devotional service. So all this particular knowledge is required in order to increase one's interest in the loving devotional service of the Lord. One should not neglect to understand fully how great Krishna is. So by knowing the greatness of Krishna, one will be able to fix in sincere devotional service. So how to know Krishna's greatness? In 7.1, Bhagavan, like Ganeshji has written, no? So Bhagavan has spoken. So Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Maya Sakta Mana Partha Yogam Yanjana Madashriya Asanshayam Samagrama Yatha Gyasasi Tashranu. Maya Asakta, make your mind attached to me. Mana, Partha, hey Partha, make your mind attached to me, to my devotee. Yoga Yunjana Madashraya, connect to me through Bhakti Yoga. Take shelter of me or my bona fide representative. If you do so, Asanshayam Samagrama, without any doubt, Samagram in totality, you'll be able to understand everything about me. Yatha gases, so it all starts from hearing. So when our devotional life is not going with full convention, we are lazy in chanting, we are lazy in spiritual activities because we are ignorant of Krishna. That's why Shravan ka mahatva hai. In my MBBS time, I think second year onward, my brother was once asking me, "आप hearing करते हो?" तो मुझे लगा कीर्तन सुनना ही hearing है शायद. तो मैंने बोला हाँ. I listen to the kirtans you have given me. No, hearing this here Srila Prabhupada. So then on daily for half an hour I was hearing Srila Prabhupada. And and then Srila Prabhupada disciples, because it's like if you don't hear Srila Prabhupada, you will not understand the tattva. You will not understand the tattva. Srila Prabhupada is the preeminent Shiksha Guru of Holy Scott. So you should be attached to hearing from Srila Prabhupada. And then he's bona fide representative. But sometimes, we keep hearing here and there. Sometimes we are not interested in hearing, and when we hear, then we don't hear Prabhupada and Prabhupada disciples. And how then we will become fixed up. That's the problem. So hearing. So practical knowledge is required. That's why Srila Prabhupada is Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Bhakti Vedanta, devotion, knowledge. Otherwise, if you don't know the scripture behind, then instead of being spiritual, it just becomes a ritual. And ritualistic chanting or ritualistic practice of devotional service will not help. That's why chanting, hearing, reading, all should be done in the association of devotees. One should not neglect to understand fully how great Krishna is. In these further verses, we have done this 10.8 to 10.11 before. It's Chatur Shloki Bhagavad Gita. There Krishna is telling, मेरे डिवोटी का प्राण मैं हूँ. मत चित्ता मदगता प्राण बोध्यन्ते परस्परम कथ्यन्तश्च माम नित्यम तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च. So this is thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Where to whom you are attached, you keep talking about that person. So we should understand how much we are interested in listening and talking about Krishna. So we think we are devotees, but we are sadhakas. It takes a long time to be a devotee. And the pure devotees, their lives are fully devoted to my service. So that's why taking Ashtarya of Krishna's bona fide representative, because in Srimad Bhagavatam, it said Lord Kapila is teaching to Mother Vibhuti. Lord Kapila is saying, Mahat Seva Dwaram Ahur Vimukte Tamo Dwaram Yoshite Sangi Sangha. And Srila Prabhupada also quotes that in Bhagavad Gita, one of the purports. So, Mahat Seva, if you engage in the service of those who are fully dedicated to Krishna, your doors for liberation from the material shackles and entrance into eternal devotional service of Krishna will open. Tamo Dwaram Yoshite Sangi Sangam. And the doors to darkness, ignorance, tamas increases, opens. The door to darkness, ignorance, tamas opens when we associate with Sangi Sangha. And one, like we think, okay, in my circle, that person is not in any sensual or illicit life. But if that person is associated with someone who is into unrestricted sensual life, then we are doing Sangi Sangha. And forget, it's not limited. Like, mother, don't just think, okay, in my circle, everyone is devotee. But what I'm taking in online. So when we are doing this Sangi Sangha by watching all the sensual stuff on different sites, then how the determination will come? Then ignorance. Because sangat sanjayate kama. What you will see, what you will associate with, that sort of desires will arise in your heart. Asat sang chhadi sei Vaishnava achar. So why we are not fixed up in bhakti, even though we are trying to chant, read, hear, and take Krishna Prasad, we are doing a satsang. So that's why all of us, it's not that I'm talking only related to you, I'm talking in relation with me as well, because we all are trying to progress together. We have to notice how much time of my day I've wasted in asatsang. What I'm doing after chanting 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Am I engaged in studying for Krishna? Am I engaged in doing some practical service for Krishna? Or am I just thinking, okay, 16 round done, now I can do whatever? That's why the only thing that will save from ignorance is constant engagement. That's why we have to take some practical services in the mission of Lord Chaitanya, the mission of Srila Prabhupada. That's actually the mission of Lord Chaitanya. So if we don't get involved actively in the mission, so then we'll become a lazy soldier. कैसा सैनिक बनेंगे हम? फाइटिंग स्पिरिट नहीं है जिसमें, तो जो ढीला है माया उसी को पकड़ती है. सेम इम्यूनिटी किसका वीक होगा? इन्फेक्शन किसको लगे? जिसको इन्फेक्शन उसी को होगा जिसका इम्यूनिटी वीक है. इम्यूनिटी वीक किसका? जो दवाई नहीं खा रहे हो, परहेज नहीं कर रहे. So that is the whole soul story. Because शंख बच चुका है. So we'll take 14.21 next time. We can later in the daytime can churn this verse, and those who can go to the further verse of 10.8, 9, 10, 11. हाँ, तो हमको एनालाइज करना चाहिए कि मैं कहीं आगे बढ़ रही हूँ या नहीं बढ़ रही हूँ, क्यों नहीं बढ़ रही हूँ. सत्संग करते हैं, वहां पे फंस जाते हैं. ठीक है. So that's why we should take up more and more services. Okay. Like those who are into student life, they need to study for 10 hours, 12 hours, depending upon which field they have chosen. So उसके गैप के बीच में आप कितना रीडिंग कर रहे हैं? Those like me, Mataji, those who are done with their MDMS. Now we got little time. And if we are not getting involved in the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we'll miss the taste, that interest, that fervor of Krishna consciousness. So we should take up, like a child grows, then he shoulders the responsibilities of the parents. Similarly, we should participate and take some responsibilities in the mission of Lord. Krishna says, there is no one more dearer to me than one who preaches, who shares my message with others. To share with others, first we have to become fixed up. But it's not that we will take a whole life to get fixed up. No. Immediately. Like, आज स्टार्ट हो गया. बस इतना. एक छोटी लड़की होती है, बड़ी होती है, पढ़ाई कर लेती है. That applies to the boy also. And then marry हो जाता है. वो अभी तो बॉय गर्ल ही थे. Now they are husband wife. Then the responsibility of child का एकदम से बड़ा होना पड़ता है हमको भी. Then we can't say that we don't want to take care of this child. Then we become responsible father, mother. Same way, भक्ति में भी हमको grow करना होता है. We have to take responsibility. That will help. Okay, Hare Krishna. Vande Guru Shri Charanarvindam. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Hare Bol. Hare Krishna. Samaira Mataji, Samaira, Bharati, Nitika, and Parmeshwari Radhika Mataji are on. Parmeshwari Radhika Mata already in Vrindavan, and they are on the way to Vrindavan. So Shri Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Krishna Balaram ki jai. Hare Bol. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.